What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of SOP. I'm your host, Enzo the God. Let me just stop right now and let you know, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, so I can continue to, make more videos. But anyway, as you guys can see, I have the Mach 1 next to me, or right behind me. And today, I'm actually going to be working on a couple things. Not only am I going to be doing a simple oil change on the car, but I'm also going to be checking up with all of the oil leaks that I have and seeing if I can actually go ahead and seal most of them or replace certain parts. That way I don't continue to have those leaks. Now, for those of you that don't know or are new here, I have a couple of leaks. Now, I have a rear main seal leak. I have a front cover, timing chain cover leak. I just don't know from where exactly. I'm not 100% sure it's from there, but it comes from that area, so I'm thinking it's that area. I also have a return hose leak, and also from the oil pan and from the oil filter housing area. So it's quite a couple actually, and I'm gonna try to at least bring everything down to at least 2 leaks, which is the rear main CO one and the front timing chain cover one. So if I can at least narrow everything down to that, that would make my life a little bit more easier, and then I can at least take that to the mechanic and hopefully they can assist me with that. And it probably is something simple for the front one, and then for the rear, well, hopefully we can fix it again, because I did take it to someone and they did charge me a nice amount to do it, but it's still leaking, and well, it is what it is at this point. So I'm gonna go ahead and jack this car up, and then I'm gonna show you guys all of the areas, or all of the problem areas that I'm currently facing. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, guys, as you guys can see, there's a lot of oil right here. Right now, this part right here is coming from the top, from the front of the valve cover. Now that's my assumption. It could also be coming from right here, because right here you have the oil return feeder tube that goes down. So it's also leaking from there, and then the hose that goes to the return line. And then I'm also leaking right here, and I believe I'm also leaking from the oil filter. So I don't think I tightened it hard enough either. Well, at least I think, because I'm also, looks like I'm leaking from the power steering, or maybe the oil just is flying. Oh look, there it is right there. You see that power steering hose right there? That one is leaking as well. So quite a bit of leaks, to be very honest. And this is one of the new hoses, so it kind of sucks to see all of that. But if I can fix majority of it and then take it somewhere else so they can go ahead and just button it up, why not, But as of right now, I'm gonna go ahead and clean all of this up, take it apart, maybe get some new parts and stuff like that. Maybe that'll help me out. But I'm gonna do everything that I can on the bottom end, and yeah, so wish me luck on this part. I'm also, like I said, rear main CO down there, so it's actually quite a bit of oil leaks. So like I said, just wish me luck, guys. Let's hope this doesn't turn into a huge project. But anyway, let's get to it. All right, guys, so look, as you guys can see, this is at least one of the parts that I wanted to show you guys. So this right here is a part of the return hose. So this elbow goes directly into the oil pan, and I was getting leaking from here on this general area. So I had originally put Teflon, and that didn't work, obviously. So I went to the Vortec supercharger website, and I went ahead and found the link for this specific year, make, and model of the supercharger. And well, what I ended up reading was that you were supposed to put silicone on this end right here. So that's what I'm gonna do. I have my silicone right here next to me, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply some and then push it in. I'm assuming just enough so where the oil won't actually seep through, but I'm also going to go ahead and put Teflon as well. I'm going to put Teflon, gasket maker that I have right there as well, so hopefully that'll help me with that leak. And then I also have this one right here. So this one here goes to the oil filter housing, and then this one here goes to the feeder line. So I'm looking at the threads right now, and none of them look damaged except for like this one right here. I'm not sure if you guys can pick that up, but it doesn't look like it's something that's gonna actually go ahead and cause some issues. It just looks like it was damaged and then it got put back into place, which is okay, I guess. But I'm also gonna go ahead and do a couple things. I'm gonna go ahead and put some gasket maker on everything for the most part, at least a tiny bit. That way when it seals, it has a little bit of extra security. Like, I know this one doesn't need anything because of the hose, the way that it's made. This is obviously the male, and then the female, they connect, and there shouldn't be any leaking whatsoever. But if you look right here, it's kind of sort of damaged on the ends. So I don't know if I should just go out and buy a new one or just keep it, because I don't know if I'm going to find this at O'Reilly's or any of the other name brands like Pep Boys. I think Pep Boys may have some, but that's a drive I'm not really willing to take. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just put some silicone with that gasket maker, and then yeah, hopefully that helps me out with at least this part. And then I realized that the oil filter itself was broken. So it has a little rubber seal, and when I removed the actual oil filter, it was stuck there. So I don't know if it was broken the whole time and it was just leaking from there, or I broke it when it came off. Not 100% sure, but either way, that's not a good sign. So yeah, now that I went ahead and figured out majority of those and how I'm gonna go about them, I think I should be a lot better. Now, there's also a power steering hose that's leaking, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to tighten that one up before I put everything back on, because then everything's gonna be tight. So I'm gonna go ahead and check that one out right now. All right, guys. Not sure if you can notice, but compare this from the beginning. It's a lot cleaner down here. So I went ahead and put the silicone here. I also went ahead and put the silicone there in this area right here where that's at. I let everything kind of sit for a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some more silicone around that, and then that should pretty much do it for that one. This one was actually pretty smooth. The oil filter I always have a hard time with, just because it's such a tight area. To really snug that down, it's kind of a pain. But I also went ahead and cleaned up everything on this end, and well, anywhere I seen oil. I went ahead and moved this up a little bit. Not sure if you can see, this is where the original groove was at, and then I moved this up a little higher, snugged it as tight as I could, closer to the top, so maybe that'll help with the oil running here. But pretty happy. I could not snug this down for the life of me. I need some shorty open end wrenches, and I don't have any. All the ones that I have are long, so that's probably gonna go to a mechanic and see if they can snug that down. And then I'm gonna keep an eye on just this general area, pretty much everything. But I think I'm pretty happy with the outcome of everything else. So right now I'm topping off all the oil. I already went ahead and put 5 gallons, and then I'm also putting some Lucas oil additive in there just to help it out. Hopefully that helps me a little bit with the leaks. And yeah, I'm pretty happy overall. You know, everything seems pretty solid. A couple things are gonna happen as far as for changes, but as of right now, she's looking good. So I'm gonna give you guys an update. So as of right now, this is what it looks like. Kind of keep in mind all the oil spots that were there before. So as of right now, I'm gonna go ahead and pause this, and we will be back with an update to see how she's holding up. So let's just go ahead and do that now.